G'day, let's see what today's meditation brings. Bonfire of the Vanities. I'm just also gonna... Yeah, okay. The public burning of items to be deemed by the authorities to be objectionable. The phrase most often refers to an event on the 7th of February 1497, where the followers of the Dominican friar Girolamo Savonarola burned thousands of items he considered decadent or sinful, from books, modern and ancient art, and irreplaceable manuscripts to cosmetics, musical instruments, and even mirrors. It was not the first time in history, nor the last. The burning of the Chinese scholars and their works under the Qin dynasty, in the big burning of the Library of Baghdad in 1258, the Nazi Party ordering books by socialist, communist, and Jewish authors to be burned in the 1930s, and also the destruction of the stuff from all of the studies basically into trans people at the time, and the destruction of ancient architecture and treasures deemed un-Islamic by ISIS or ISIL can all be described as bonfires of vanities. There's little evidence to suggest the purification of culture these bonfires attempt to achieve has ever been successful, but it's always tragic nonetheless. And this is by Torstein, Vien and Dan Wakefield. Let's see what we got. It's made in Unity. There's a fire. Wow, this is quite loud on my end. Ah, so you click on people and they burn things. What are they burning? Mostly books of varying sizes. And the bonfire grows? And the fire noise grows? I love how the animation is, it grows by just literally lifting out of the ground. It works, it's effective, and keeping in mind that every single one of these, the time limit that they were meant to stick to for development was 6 hours. So, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's a point light source back here, and these 3D models, which are silhouettes, pretty sure they're 3D models. What happens if I click on people before they're ready? Nothing. Wow, this is loud. Okay. And that's it. So, yeah. That's the result of the burnings. Yeah. So you get to... What does this game do? Right? I mean, it's very clear that they had a point in mind. And that point was burning, like, just the destruction of priceless historical things is bad. And even not priceless historical things, just destruction for the sake of purity is bad. Because you aren't going to get purity, and you are going to destroy things that future generations will look back on in horror to see that you've destroyed them. Yeah, sure. I feel that's a very uncontroversial statement. But the other part of it is this is explicitly told as a game. It's interactive. If I open this game again and I just sit here and do nothing, then that fire will sit there. So by doing this, I am inherently at least imitating this bonfire of vanities. One moment, there is a cat. What we're going to do right now is we're going to see if the fire will burn out if we do nothing, while I deal with the troublesome feline. Okay, so I haven't really noticed any change to the bonfire. So the thing about this is we are in effect participating in a recreation. Like you encountered this. This is the kind of thing that bugs me about some games. Like, for example, Spec Ops. In Spec Ops, the argument is, at any time, you could have just stopped playing. Right? You didn't have to participate in the terrible things that you do there. But you do, in order to actually continue the story, in order to continue engaging with the thing that you bought. Likewise, I would be very frustrated by a book that said, well, really, it's your fault for continuing to read this. But there's not much to do. Like, in this case, literally the only way I have to engage with this piece of work, and this is a free piece of work, which does change our relationship, is to click and people burn books. That's it. The fire grows. So, are they trying to make a statement about that specifically? That we don't, by just standing aside and witnessing these things, we are allowing them to happen, even passively? Are they just saying the destruction of knowledge is a bad thing and we shouldn't do it? Just because you consider it immoral? Because I'm not sure I entirely agree with that. There are ideas that I think should not be spread. I'm not sure I would go so far as to literally burn them, but I don't think they are net positive with on the world. But all I can do, like, escape does nothing. I can't actually quit this game without participating, or I guess using Alt F4. Yep, Alt F4 works. So, I mean, you've created something where what I'm doing is you're asking us to think about the historical acts of vandalism by reenacting one, and I'm just not sure what that is saying, what the meaning is that comes from that. I guess the logical thing to do would be to ask, because one of the fun things about these meditations is there is a link to, there's credit to who made this, and so maybe they could. On the other hand, I probably won't. See you tomorrow.